will always be exasperated at its success. And if duty do not require us to stand, it's best to avoid our resentment by flight. Our sins debased our Redeemer, hunted him to and fro as a vagabond, fatigued him with travel, pinched him with hunger and thirst, exposed him to insult and the want even of a draught of water. But cheerfully he laboured in seeking and saving that which was lost. Freely was he given by God. Abundant was his fullness of the Spirit, of grace, and every other permanent blessing. And he is earnestly intent on the free bestowal of them. And yet all his blessings refused, even by such infinitely needed, and for whom they are prepared. But so pungent are his convictions, so plain his instructions, so spiritual his exhibitions of God and his worship, so attracting his discoveries of himself and his spirit, that even a heart hardened in whoredom and prejudice could not withstand them. And yet, alas, how often is the believer's sensible fellowship with Christ interrupted when at the very sweetest? A remarkable renovation of heart produces a deep concern for the salvation of others. No shame, no pains are counted too much to win them to Christ. Perpetual and powerful are the labours of a Saviour, and inexpressible his delight in saving sinners, particularly the Gentiles. Happy is it when the labourers of one generation of ministers prepare remarkable fruitfulness for their successors. And greatly efficacious is the gospel when preached, and held as indeed the word of Christ. Bitterest enemies cordially to apply to Jesus as their own Saviour, but aggravated troubles which effectually direct sinners to him and to salvation. And whom staggerings of heart issue in the firmness of faith. Happy is it when his heads of families, great and small, are given to the fervent prayer, and deeply concerned for the real and eternal life of children and servants, and when new favours from Christ and comparison of spiritual experiences confirm men's faith, and especially when whole families are converted by his grace. Love you, Dad.
I love you too, Daddy.
Dreadful plagues to the Christian church are in apostasy and error, especially those of the Romish Antichrist. And yet, what a verification are they of the divinity of the Scriptures in fulfilling their predictions. Seducers in a most fearful manner turn things upside down, pretending sin to be duty, and what is lawful to be sinful. But no uncertain traditions must be regarded in religion, and no bodily service must be rested in. It is only lively, practical religion that entails present or future blessings on men by the promise of God.
Good morning. There we go, happy new haircut. Did I save myself £24? This morning, I'd like you to fill me in about Palantir. Who's Palantir? You guys in the US of A will know they're to do with your security services, or have had contracts with all of your security services. So what is Palantir? Now, they seem to be capable at selling themselves, and that's about it. They don't really have much else behind them. But £320 million contract for the NHS. £320 million contract from the NHS. I thought you were working with all FBI, CIA. Well, I thought you were working with all the American security services, borderland security, and all of your alphabet security services, like the ones that pop up here. But the ones that pop up here are less capable. lower paid, and they would never get a chance to get contracts for 320 million. But all the Freemasons in this place get contracts from the councils, and that's why we keep quiet about the theft of our personal information. And that's what's happening. £320 million contract, and they deal with customer information for billions of people. So a £320 million contract, is that going to be any good for the UK? Do you see that as being a good thing for the NHS? That type of investment? When everyone else in the world comes across here now, and I believe they're the ones that are going to be getting real help in the NHS, not Britons, not Brits, not people born here. So I would say to all my Australian and New Zealand and Canadian, American, European brethren, come across and get all your work done, or anything you think you need done, get it done across here. That's what we're doing. We're impoverishing every single country. And Great Britain was at one point great. It was at one point Britain as well. We've lost both of those. It's not great and it's not British. We're bringing in all of these security services, huge payouts, and you keep quiet while they're offering us fake assistance, fake food. Now we'll get fake neighbours. People here to gang stalk you and spy on you, to stop you from being able to travel away. There's a handful of people online listening to this. This seems more realistic for a normal chat. It seems like the security services may have died down a bit, or else yesterday I think a few of the security services might have taken their own lives. Like most of the fathers that don't get to see their children, the security services might have taken their own life yesterday, because we did certainly bring them down to the level they should be at, which is the level poo falls to. When you reach out for help and most of your friends and family are of the Catholic cult or of Freemasons, they won't help. They do the same psychological manipulation. This is friends and family use the same psychological manipulation because it's part of something called common purpose in the UK. So anyone working in any of the Department of Work and Pensions or what, Universal Credit, any of this stuff, they get taught common purpose in your job centres. And the common purpose in itself is to trap you. It's to trap the average man and woman and make you feel that there's nowhere to turn to for help. You'll find Universal Credit do this online. All of your social media will do this. All social media. You are all members of this. You use these certain platforms or businesses. But when things really go wrong for you, there's nowhere to turn. There's nowhere to turn for Universal Credit. There's nowhere to turn for the Department of Work and Pensions. They let you think there is. They give you these nominal numbers which never get through to anyone or get through to someone who's anyone, you know, paid for in maybe Pakistan or India, call centres all through every part of this world. Most of the time people can't understand my accent, and although this might seem foreign to you out there, this accent might seem foreign to you, this is a British home county, British home country, British home accent. This is a normal British accent. No matter how many English don't understand this, they love this accent as much as you do. And we're killing it off. I know the Scots have always taken a slagging and belittling better than anyone. We take it better than anyone. Most of you turn into little pussies. But the Freemasons here, your family here, the Catholic cult, the Romish cult, it's never going to help. It sets you in a loop which is called, in psychology, a lot of you people out there will will tell me about psychology and well, no, they won't tell me about psychology. People out here from the security service say, you better go and see a psychologist. You're a nutcase, go and see a psychologist or a psychiatrist. Give me another psycho word, give me some endings. Oh, psychiatry, you need psychiatry. Oh, psychoanalyst. Shut up. You know, many people these days, when mothers or fathers are upset, that's the first go-to line. And we've seen that with the security services yesterday. They tried it hard and then they tried soft approaches to saying the same thing. Thoughts on Edinburgh? I lived in Edinburgh. I lived in Granton Road, 213, flat 5, Granton Road. Used to live there. I know a man was decapitated and a head was found This is not news. Someone was decapitated in Edinburgh and the head was rolling down the street, and it was a group of people on a works night out that seen the head. Now, is that a normal thing to happen in the UK? Is that a normal thing for us not to be speaking about in the news? I mean, we're seeing this young boy, Charlie Kirk, who was assassinated by his own friends and family. If you look at things, that's who, in my opinion, and in the opinion of someone that thinks and looks, he was killed by his own people. And before they murdered them, it seems like they created the memory on them. So my thoughts in Edinburgh is, we're doing the same as what they're doing with the Charlie Kirk assassination. Anything really terrible that happens, we're hiding it. I mean, this was in Lothian Road. This was down at the seafront. This was no hidden place. Lots of people seen a decapitated head roll down the road. The excuse Edinburgh had put out in the press was, it must have been a man just walking and a bus decapitated him, and no one would have noticed that a bus decapitated a man in Edinburgh and his head rolled down the road. That's the story. The same idea as the Charlie Kirk story is, yeah, the young boy was shot by a really young boy, fanatical, from a direction which seems impossible into a position of his head which seems again impossible, and his magic neck stopped anyone else from being struck. No, he was struck from the side. I've not watched the execution. I've not watched the execution of this brave young man that was killed by those that pretended to love him. I'm just letting you know that's what common purpose is. They wanted that man dead. Everyone that pretended to support him within his own circles wanted him dead. Everyone that knew him wanted him dead. And that would include most of his family, like my family. They don't want me here. They want me dead. I'm an embarrassment to them. And a lot of people can, or have come on in many weeks and explained to me why. Like, Joe, it's because you're so at the very edge and you moan about everyone. And I don't moan about children ever. I've never raised my voice at children. Never. With my son and daughter, didn't have to. I see people that scream and shout at children. Firstly, you must know that that's a useless thing to do. And secondly, they're children. My ex-partner wouldn't think twice about ripping a child by their neck or by their ear, hurting or pulling their ear off and taking them in a general direction. I think that's what women believe themselves capable and allowed to do, to hurt and inflict pain upon others, especially with the feminist regime from the likes of Women Aid being supported in this country. Women's Aid are being supported financially so they can make women fanatics. I love the Scottish accent. It's just a really nice thing to say. But whether you loved it or hated it, it is a home county accent. Whereas, you know, most of the accents I hear aren't home accents, and most of these new adopted home accents don't understand me whatsoever. And English can join in that type of racism, and they don't think themselves as being racist at all. Scots accent, best. Yeah. You know, I will tell you this, when I've travelled, the Scots accent, my Glaswegian accent, has served me well. And anywhere I've gone and travelled with people, I've noticed a lot of wealthier friends of mine, friends that spoke more polite than I do, or with less of a Glaswegian twang, or a schemer twang, schemer twang. Most of those people lose their accent. Yo! Say the name. It's supposed to be Hunt. But if you want me to say the genitalia for the men, I just say my Willie. Not Mike Hawk. Mike Hawk. Oh, we are childish though, aren't we? I mean, every day I come on and it's about mothers and fathers who I know are waking up, and thank you very much, mate. Mothers and fathers waking up in the morning and they just feel so down because they're not getting to see their own children. And we need to put a smile on our face. We need to put... I laugh out loud lots of times. Now, a lot of this times, these people being nice can spin and start to be horrid, because we do have a lot of the Catholic cultish and Freemasonries, and we have those that take it too personally, because their feelings can be hurt quite a bit. You're calmed down since I last seen you. You could have seen me 10 minutes ago and I could have been away up here. You can see me in 5 and I'll be way down here. This is just how I allow my emotions to be on my sleeves, like the little snot on my sleeve. I could wear my emotions on my sleeves, and I do that every day because my children were abducted and abused by a woman, and I tell you who the woman is, where the woman took them to, who's supporting the women who abuse children, and why our child abuse rates are so high just now. It's all good. Let's go, Glasgow. Yes. Can you please come along to Glasgow? Because it means that maybe we can travel to Europe together. And if you do want to take my life, you can do it while I'm sleeping. If you do not like me, and if you do like me, you can chat and find out what I like and make friends with me. So let's see, John Welsh's Methodist Church. Whatever you're into, you know. Because I believe these are just buildings you might be talking about. Because I believe the church are the people. Yeah, the church are the people. And the church building, that is just real estate owned by the Catholic cult. And it is Catholic that owns all this. I'm from Glasgow, brother. Nice. I mean, if I say Barhead to you, you'll say, no, you're from Barhead. But if I say Barhead on here, then everyone will think I'm from Barhead. You know what I mean, my friend? I just want to be driving through to Poland, go all through Europe. If you want to come along, we can meet up. Aye, Glasgow, exactly. I'm in Glasgow. It's just that I'm from Barhead in Glasgow. I'm only 15 minutes, you know. If I can jump on the train, which is 2 minutes walk, the train station's 2 minutes walk, I can be in Glasgow between 13 minutes to 21, depending if it's a fast or slow train. I believe that's right. I cut my hair yesterday. I showed you my new hair cutting thing yesterday. Sorry, why am I talking about hairdos? Because there might be lots of men on here that love white hair, or like the idea of cutting their hair on their own and saving 20 quid. You're welcome. Come to America. Thank you very much. But because I'm a criminal, I don't get to travel most of the place. My ex-partner in Poland called me a rapist. And I hate even saying that term, because she didn't call me that. She called me the one with the G missing, and it ruined my life. And that's firstly one of the reasons why I can lose the plot of a given day at any given time to any given person without any given compassion. And I shouldn't do that. I started off with a Friday prayer said by myself. But I'm so misguided. I get so lost at times. I mean, just now I'm sitting asking anyone, my friends out there, you're welcome, come to America, and people, I'm going to Poland next Friday. Can I come along with you? Krakow? Yeah, I have places to stay. I have friends that support us in Poland, and there'll be somewhere for us to stay. It's only for me getting to the place, because I have no money here. But if I go to Poland, I'll get help. I will get help from men, fathers that support. I wouldn't say strong men, because I'm not one. I break down in 5 minutes if I speak about my son and daughter. Like, I've ignored walking into my son and daughter's bedroom the last 3 days. I've not walked into their bedroom in case I cry, and then I come on here and I get angry straight away at poor people just try to speak away to me or understand my accent, and I get angry at them. I get angry at them because they've got an opinion that doesn't like align with mine, and that's not right. I shouldn't do that. I shouldn't be that person, but I am that person. I have to wear all the mistakes that I make, the failures, the failure that I am. I've got a Milton Mowbray pork pie. I've got some eggs. I've got a Milton Mowbray pork pie, some eggs. You want to see what I've got? Want to see my shopping this morning? Because this is like this was the scrapings of money that was left. But you can see, I got myself some, I'll turn these round, alright? Here we go, some organic eggs. A Milton Mowbray pie. A pineapple, because I've got a scratchy throat and it's the best thing. It's better than any cough medicine. Some cheap apples and some cheap grapefruits. This is weekend food. I don't have any what you might call treats, or what you might call diabetes, or what you might call cancer accelerators. But all of us, even though we know that's what most of our food does, that's the type of food we like, cancer accelerators. But that Milton Mowbray pie, I'm really looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to some eggs. Are the Muslims taking Scotland? The Muslims have already taken Scotland. It's most of the Muslims in Scotland are from one small town in Pakistan, one small clan, I would call them, in Pakistan. And Scotland's now looking to build them an airport in that one small town, in that one small place in Pakistan. Now, I don't see that as a righteous thing to do for the Scottish people, building an airport strip to land in Pakistan. What do you think? So I've just told you there's plenty of Muslims here, but most of the Muslims that come here, I don't know, maybe they pretend to identify as being Scottish, but most of them that grow up through our schooling system, most Muslims are more Scottish than most Scottish. The only Muslims that aren't Scottish are the ones coming in today, and they're being paid to come in today, and they've got more money than people like myself. Like, people like myself have invested tens of thousands of pounds into our system, and these people coming in have invested nothing, not a penny. Like, I've worked all my life, they've taken money off me all my life, and I've made lots of money all my life, and the Scottish and British system they've stolen from me and given me nothing back in return when I need help, when my children are abducted and are abused by a Polish woman. Scottish men don't get help. But if you're a Polish woman, if you're a Muslim woman, if you're a Romish cult woman, if you're you name it, any country in the world, if you're a willing, fanatical beast of a woman, any of these Western governments will help. That's why we're bringing in so many Muslims that don't align with their belief system. That's why we now have many places in the UK which don't have Urdu writing or some other type of writing that's not in English, and it's not in Gaelic, and it's not in whatever other form of Gaelic other countries in the UK have. It's in Arabic, it's in Urdu, it's in whatever else language that I don't really understand. Get a job, mate. Thank you very much for mentioning that. Now, Scotland also, since I got called a grapist, I was stopped from being employed. I was offered a job yesterday. £100 a say I was offered a job yesterday. I was offered a job many times because I'm a great man with a great speech. For Scotland, this is pretty good. I know when I'm speaking to you, you might think, what is that dude saying? Because many people have said that. But Scotland stops me from gaining employment and from employing people, so it stops me from opening a business. Now, last time I opened a successful business was in Australia. I was here. Anyway, I've built businesses from the ground in foreign countries, in other places, not foreign countries. They spoke English in Australia. But I had $1 million business in 6 weeks when I started to work hard. So I can say to you that said, get a job, mate. Get a life, wee man. Go and you get a job or open a business, do something decent with your life. Stop chatting, mate. Stop chatting shit. Sorry. I put mate instead of shit, and that's my fault. I'm expecting you to have some manners on my channel, but hey, you're obviously not. You're the security services. Have you got a different name today from James or a different name from something else? Because it seems like you're coming on to someone's little channel that speaks about fathers and mothers' rights and the rights of children, and you're being a bit of a prat. And when I say prat, I mean scumbag. And when I say scumbag, I mean pedo. And when I say pedo, we'll get you. Everyone in the comments will get you. They know already what you are. Don't come on here and give me Palestine or Israel chat. None of these monsters deserve anything we give them. None of these monsters. We're killing children in these places. In Israel and in Palestine, we kill and rape children. We do the same in Scotland. So let's hear nonsense. You stupid idiots. If you hear something on TV, do you just believe that? Is that what you do? Is that where we're at? You're a failure. Now, security services, get off of here. All you do is make my channel extremely busy. There's only 350 people on this channel, so stop giving me thousands of people to speak to. Stop letting me speak to all of these people. Now, when I'm going to have the security services come on here, I'm not just going to tear you down on here because you don't have a brain. I'm going to tear you down in real life if you dare come here. And I'm telling you where I am every day of the week. Lowlives. And that's what fathers do, and that's what mothers do. Now, we don't listen to the fanatics. All we do is let them know with one fly off of the handle that they are nothing. We have room in advances for more Scottish folks. We love have you. Oh, thank you so much. Can you send me details of how I can come and see you, and I'll make my way across, because we have a lot of the predators, the funded predators are on here. I think you need help, brother. Remember earlier when I spoke about this? I think we're going to get some, you need a psychiatrist chat, you need a counsellor chat, you need to use AI and find out something better line of joke. Go to the comedians. Jimmy Carr, go and find some jokes from him and come back and slag me. My son and daughter are being abused by a woman. They've been abducted. I don't get any help. I've lost my paid for home. I'm not allowed to work. So you come back and slag me. I've given you all the material to break me to pieces. I've got nothing. And I've given you all the material to rip me to shreds. I guarantee you still couldn't do it. Only men and women can rip men and women to shreds. And what you're looking at right now is a man. That's why you're not on your channel as a man speaking to people. Did you know that over 70% of parental abductions are done by mothers? It's a lot more than that, my friend. A lot of people come to a country and meet someone, have a child, and that abduct them back to their... That's true. And that's what I'm saying. The Catholic cult have made this a thing. Because what's the biggest thing that we know about Catholics that pretend to be these Christians, or they pretend to be the head of Christianity? And every other Christian I know, because I was born a Catholic, they know that that is the Antichrist. That's why it's called the Romish cult, because it is the Antichrist. The security services can join in and speak if they know anything, but they are brain dead morons. Look at these people, brain dead morons. Now, generally they're trying to get me to react emotionally, but to get me to react emotionally, all you need to do is just act like yourself, because you're so brain dead. Listen to this. Your kids are better off nowhere near you. Now that's a person, a faceless monkey, a faceless predator that would never be trusted with children, telling a father who's never hurt any man, woman or child in his life that his abused children are safer with the abuser. That's what he's saying. Now, I'll let everyone in the comments deal with the scumbag that's saying that stuff. This man is no parent. I love your accent. Just had you sound Irish. I'm from Glasgow. Tell you that. Just had to thank you so much. It's just so nice with people coming out and saying nice things. But what you can do is you see the security services saying the very rude things about children, very rude things about fathers and mothers. You can have a go at the security services. These are the people funded to try and break up family. I know that Polish women come across here, and Romish women, or women from many countries, and they want to go with, I say, Scotsmen, or some men from Poland want to go with a Scots woman. And I can understand that. But I shouldn't have done what I done. I shouldn't have went with this Polish woman. She was 7 years younger. Everyone told me she was pretty, and I'm not a pretty man, and she would just use me and abuse me, and it's what she done. And any time she would cheat on me or hurt people I know, I would kind of let it go. I'd just let it slip. So anyone out there that wants to have a go at me and to rip me to shreds, I'm giving you all of the material that you need. I cry and I get used, my children get abducted. and they're abused. All of this is court documented. All of it was funded by the Scottish Government. The feminist clowns and the Catholic cult members and the Freemasons, I know that you pretend to be my friend in front of my face and you do these things behind my back. I know even I reach out for you and I reach out to you and I text you and phone you and you ignore me. And I know I'm talking to my brothers and those I call brother. And you know you ignore me. And you shouldn't. That's the same as me now. I'm so sorry, man. I'm sorry that they come across and they have kids with us and they steal our children and they're funded to do so. And the Catholic cult, who always hides behind a collar, the first thing that people think of is rapist or pedo when they think of the word priest and Catholic priest. That's what they think of. It's sick. It's sick. Scottish, my brother. Even I am German, French and English, and a smudged Native American. I love you. I love my Irish, British, French, English and Scottish brethren. I love you too, and I love everyone you've just mentioned. I love my Polish brothers. I don't have any hate whatsoever for any of my European, my Australian brothers. Not a single bit of hate for them, not at all. These people have stood up for me more than my family, more than my brothers. But my brothers are controlled. They're controlled the same as many, many friends and family here. They've sold out to Freemasons and Catholic cult members. The entirety of this town is, I mean, that's why you get death threats here daily. So the little boys coming on for security services try to get you to look mentally ill. That's always the way to go. Oh, this guy's mentally ill. Oh, I need to say something smart. Oh, ask AI. Ask something so I can say something smart. And then I've got lovely people coming on from all around the world, actually celebrating who they are, celebrating what's in here, the vintage soul. And we've all got that vintage soul. Even you, security service boys, you've got that vintage soul, you've got that bit of love, you've got that thing inside that we all need to show, because we need to show it. Yeah, you can get me crying. Security services, man, you could maybe get me crying. If you stood in front of me, you might actually put me down. You might kill me. I hope that makes you feel better and that's really what you want, because I stand back up every time I'm put down. Sometimes I don't want to. And I know there's fathers, mothers and men out here with children and they don't get to see them, and we have to deal with little animals like you that say our children are safer while they're being abused. So we know there's little characters like yourself that abuse children. Honey, you are speaking truth. I know it's so sad that this is the truth. I wish I was speaking a lie. I wish that what I was saying wasn't true. I wish it was. I wish children weren't being abused by family and friends in my town that now ignore us. They ignore the abuse of children. Women have been funded for 20, 30 years now to break up family. And I've pointed out, and it's court documented, that Women's Aid is one of those places. But they keep receiving funding. They keep receiving funding because they keep having people on here. They fund people on here to ask men to kill themselves. They ask women to lie about being raped, abused, physically assaulted, and fathers and children have to put up with that. And do you know what? There's about 10% of mothers that say, listen, Women's Aid, I'm not going to do what you say. You're a predator. And do you know what happens to those mothers? They become the same as the 90% fathers. I'm sorry, man, if that's you. I'm so sorry, man. She spent all my money. I understand. My fully paid mortgage-free home is taken from me and I'm put in emergency accommodation that doesn't have gas. I don't have heating and I don't have hot water. And I've not had any of those things for years. I know people come to you guys and ask you constantly for money, for people on the internet. And I'm coming to you and asking you for money. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. I'd rather die. I'd rather die alone. Like, the only person that reaches out and gives me anything is my own mother. She can't afford to. She can't afford to since my dad died. She can't afford to do anything. But my mother, like all women, will always have. Because they're women. And that's all they need to be. Speaking up, never stop, will protect you if anyone tries to stop you. If you can come to our home in Idaho, USA. You'll be free here to speak the truth. Man, I wish I could come to Idaho. Listen, thank you for people being kind to me out there. I'm just used to seeing so much hate. I'm used to seeing every day the security services asking me to top myself, or telling me my son and daughter are safer with an abuser, with a court-documented child abuser that continually isolates, alienates and teaches children to hate half of who they are. And there's fake men on here saying that's the good thing. Honey, you can. You're going to have to... I've got an email address. You're going to have to send some details to me. If you're inviting me across to Idaho and Sir Sean Connery, I get that's all the thing. I would never accept any knighthood. I could never be a sir. I wouldn't accept an OB, any order from the British establishment, because they're all paedophiles. All of them. All of them. Every single one of you that accept anything from that crown. It's bigger than you know, it's older than you know, and it's more murderous, child rapier than you know. Never trust these people, but do trust a man you call Sean Connery, because I'm not. We hooked up years ago. Excellent man. Who did we hook up? You mean hooked up as in hanging out with each other? Because I've never been with a man, not ever in my life. I've never in any way been homosexual, but I do know I believe that there are homosexual men. I don't believe there's such a thing as transgender, because it's simply made up for, and it is, in my opinion, a showing that you accept mental ill people, and those people are in our government now. Those mental ill people, in my opinion, are in our government making decisions, and they're in your government. But no, I've never been a gay man in any way. I would never be a gay man in any way. And that's up to you if you want to be a gay man in any way. But that dude, he's never hooked up with me. I know it's a Freemasonic thing. I know a lot of you heterosexual Freemasons and Catholic cult members, I know you're privately gay. I know you've been beefed. Especially those that joined the army, any one of them, any one of the services. I'm sorry that it happened to you. I'm sorry you were beasted. But no, not this man. This man has always been for ladies. And when I say ladies, based on the choice for the mother of my children, I didn't choose a lady. I chose a woman that looked so plastic. Every little boy man wanted to be with her. And I get told so constantly, you don't deserve to be with her. I'm like, why? Because I don't look nice enough to be with this woman. Now, she might be nice in your eyes, but she looks like a monster in mine now. She abuses children and she uses false allegations. I know there's going to be many beautiful women out there that are both beautiful in mind and heart, but I don't know, it's difficult to see. Can people press the like and the subscribe? Sorry, I'm not really looking to grow anything or earn the money from you, but you need to hit the like and subscribe so people can actually start to watch the other things in my channel. If I do a video, it tends to get 5 to 10 views, and that's pretty good. 5 to 10 views is good, but I'm on here right now, there's more than 40 people. I mean, I know they're not 40 friends, because I don't have many friends. I love all the writing and stuff going up. No one judges you for making a narrative, Joe, or making a mistake, Joe. Thank you very much, but most of the people are here judging. That's what they do, that's what we do. That's part of our mistake in life and something we own up to. We're judging people far too much with just about anything we want. But it's my hometown, they're trying to keep me trapped here. I've asked so many friends that are Freemasons or Catholics, and every one of them is kind of ignoring me. I get it. You don't like, I hurt your feelings, I hurt your family's feelings, I hurt your wee belief system. You need to stop raping kids, you need to stop abusing people, you need to stop breaking up family, you need to stop taking payments to break down men like myself. And this is talking to you Glaswegian Freemasons and Catholic cult members, you little Fabian Jesuit knob ends. You're making life so difficult. I'm only trying to help fathers and mothers to see their children. All I want is the same thing you get, some peace at night. I want to be able to kiss my son and daughter good night. My son is only 8 years, my daughter's not even a teenager yet. Give me time. I love the idea that Idaho offers me a safe place to go and stay there. I used to live in South America. I stayed in Colombia. I was married to a Colombian woman before I started seeing this Polish woman. The Colombian woman was the same age as me. But we lived in Australia together. As I said, I did earn lots of money in Australia, so it wasn't just that she was interested in. I built that company when I was seeing her. And I paid for her to be a nurse. I paid for her to stay in the country and be a nurse because her father wouldn't pay the money for her from Colombia. So I paid that for her. And if you were in Australia with me, I'd have paid for you to stay. I'd have paid for you. I don't respect money, but I know how to make it. I know the purpose of it. I just don't respect it. People ask me if I want money. Not many people. I'm talking mothers and stuff like that. My mothers, my neighbours, they'll ask me if I want money. They'll ask me if I want like a tenner here and there. It's a terrible state of affairs, and we have been colonised by evil, yes. And now we've got things like Palantir. Now we've got digital IDs coming out, and we're going to get forced into these digital IDs. They already done this in Vietnam. They ran the mock test in Vietnam to see what would happen, and all those people with bank accounts and money that refused to take the digital ID, their money was stolen. That's going to happen to you. Now, if you've got hundreds of thousands or just tens of thousands, or maybe you've got hundreds of millions of pounds or euros or dollars, they can take this if you don't decide to go on digital ID. And it's coming right now. It's coming today. We don't have to wait for this to happen. These beasts and the Freemasons on here are pushing for this thing. Sorry, fullback. We can help you, and we will. Thank you so much. I can't believe there's people reaching out to offer assistance. I would love the idea that I could get to go to Poland, and if I get put in, because they're going to throw me in prison. When I go to Poland, they're going to take me off the street and throw me in prison. Last time they done this, they wouldn't allow me to phone my embassy, my family. They wouldn't allow me to phone my mother. They held me as a terrorist, and this was the friend and family friend of my ex-partner, who used to live within a 2-minute distance of the house. And she held me as a terrorist for the Catholic cult in Poland, in a place called Gorzów. I was thrown in a dungeon which had feces and urine all over the floor. After that time, my friend Piotrek took me into his house. I'd lost about 3 stone, and I've still not recovered. I've still not recovered since then. Hello to everybody saying hi. Thank you, people saying they can reach out and help. My name's Joseph Day. I live in Barrhead, Glasgow, Scotland, UK. At the moment, the digital ID has been forced on us. At the moment, there's no way to get any funding or help to even leave this town. Because I speak against the Freemasons and Catholic cult members, that's the two opposing ends. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. These are the same people causing the same trouble, raping our children, supporting the abuser and supporting the fanatical feminist. There is no place for a father or man or children in this world to turn. There's no safe place for a father, a man or a child to turn. Children need all safe, loving parents. And at the moment, when we're fanaticising women, we need the children to be with their safe, loving fathers. And I know it's easy to say, this guy's mentally ill, this guy's broken. I've gone 3 years without knowing if my children even feel safe, while all at the same time, psychologists, psychoanalysts, psychotherapists understand that this is pushing helplessness, it's pushing hopelessness in children, it's pushing children to hate half of who they are. It's pushing children to hate half who they are. Now please, hit that like and subscribe. Hit the like and subscribe just now. You've got to come on here, you've got to show some support. I will never be, this is not about making money off these terrorists. It's not about making money off the Google algorithms. I know there's lots of people talking about the abuse that children are facing. At the moment in Scotland, we are shutting down all investigations into child rape and child abuse. I mean, our Glasgow city that used to have I think she was a female First Minister, Nicola Sturgeon. Her area that she represented had the highest child abuse rates in all of Scotland. The First Minister, the woman. Now, she was put in there by America. Our First Minister, Nicola Sturgeon, was a plant. They had to take down Salmond before they put her in. But they always have a way to do this. The America at this moment is continuing a proxy war in Europe using the Ukraine, and they use Poland. Poland is always the one willing to start the war. The Second World War, Poland was used to start that war. They were used. And right now they're being used again. They're having these fake drone attacks, and everything's going to be Russia is attacking Poland, and it's never going to be doing that. Not that Russia's in any way not the same as America. Filled with scumbag Freemasons that rape children. That's the Catholic cult, that's the Freemason cult, that's the American cult, it's a British cult, that's the Australian cult, that's the European cult. They're raping, abusing children, and women are heading these things. Women are heading these things to rape and abuse children. Polish women are funded by the Catholic Church. So the Catholic cult in Poland is over 90 to 95% Catholic child abusing pedo rapists. And those pedo raping child abusers, they're protected in Poland. They're protected. They're protected. And they're shifted all around the world and given wee collars, and that is their protection. Already back at it, big fella. Already. This is the guy, Hoodie. You have to call me Hoodie because you are a little hoodie. Now go and stand in the corner. You got into trouble 1,000 times yesterday. The people in the comments belittled you. I thought you would have set up your own YouTube channel. But you still want to come back on mine because you're security services. And you need to call me big fella because obviously you're a small little boy. Oh no, I'm in trouble. You're in trouble because of what you are, not because what you're writing. You're in trouble because of what you are. People see through the parasites on here. People can see quite clearly that you're a parasite. I've gone on way enough this morning. Aye. So if you want a pair of shorts like these, you can buy these on my Shopify shop. And just a little word from my sponsor, Freemasonic 307 Barhead. Any one of you can join the 307, it's the Freemasons in Barhead. Or if you don't like the Freemasons, you can always go for the Catholic cult, you know? The paedophiles and rapists. They're in both ends. That's why they're coming after me. Because I tell you about their abuse. And they don't like that. They don't like that. It's okay for them to abuse children. But when I tell you they don't like that. Now this is just to get a goodbye song. But sometimes I couldn't be bothered. Well, not you want a goodbye song, I'm not. I know you want me to sing. I know you're going to be there to help all mothers and fathers, and you're not just going to wind me up saying you're going to help. I know you're not here just to plant seeds of hope so helplessness comes. I'm prepared for all of these things. I'm prepared for people to tell me I'm just not a man or father and my children are safer. I'm prepared for that. That hurts the most. To wake up in the morning and go in your children's bedroom and see they're not there. It's the thing that can break you. It's the thing that can make you cry, and it's the thing that can obviously put a smile on these people's faces. The likes of Hoodie and the vile little boys that do the vile little comments and these. I'd like you to put some comments on the comment section on the actual video. I'd like 50 people to press the like button. Press the like and press the subscribe button right now. Put it on. Press the like and subscribe. Come on, at least 20. Press the button. Go on. I thought that worked. You tell people to do things and you just done it because you're just kind of monkeys. But you're not. It's just Hoodies that's a monkey. It's just the security services. And the thing is, these security services, they tend to get paid on a Friday. They're out straight away full of drugs and alcohol and like paying for hookers so they can strangle them. That's what the security services do. Get drunk, steal drugs, and murder hookers. We all know that. That's what your Freemasons and Catholic cult, mate. That's what priests are up to. Strangling hookers is their part-time hobby. Yep. I love a good hobby. The Scottish so talking, yeah, that's nice. I will help you if you want. Right. For all the positive and all the negative and all the ones spreading helplessness and hopelessness and everything else, come on. Come on. I'm more concerned about this wee phone, what's going on here. I got it. Oh, sorry. Completely ignoring you down there, as if you're not anything to me. Why are you still watching this? Why is there still people watching here? Not one of you put the like thing. Press the like. In fact, no, don't do anything. We've got something coming. What is this? I need to figure out what this is. Oh no, that's not it. I'm just like a bumbling old man. Right, you can write things away. I'm Caroline. Nice to meet you, Caroline. I love a holiday house. You can have a holiday house in Barhead. There's a spare bedroom, obviously. You need to sleep in my son's bed. My daughter, her bed is up high. So I hope you're not afraid of heights if you're going to sleep in Eva's bed. But this is the goodbye. It's been wonderful again to see you. I know there's only 20 odd on here, but this is how it should be. There should be 10 or 20 people on here. We don't need the security services flooding in with bad language and showing their profanities and pretending they love, then pretending they hate, offering no place to turn to help. Now we need to know that our governments are starting to do this just now. Honey, I am not bullshitting you. I would help and support you and your kids. No bullshit. I'm not talking to you specifically. I'm not addressing people in specifics. I'm just saying that I got offered everyday help. No one turns up to help. No one has ever turned up for a father. I could say that I love the idea of people helping one another, and I will show up for you. Like I will, if I can, I will show up for you. I don't care if you're in somewhere in the UK, the Netherlands, France, Belgium, Germany. You move further east, you know, keep moving further east. I'll be there for you. Get a job. Again. Oh man, how many times? Yeah, sorry, you're right. I should get a job. Help, that's right, help, that will help me. Thank you, big man, that if I get a job, I can help myself. I never thought of that. But at the moment, I'm being offered help. So why would I get a job if I'm being offered help? I can help myself and get a job. You bring you here for a better life. I would totally. I don't know if it'd be a better life. Things don't impress me. Like, I've got enough food. I've got stuff. I have lots of connections here. Listen, it's been nice of you reaching out. I know a lot of you want to validate the things that you say to me. I know a lot of you want to just say things that might hurt me. But so many of you are saying things that are making me feel as if I'm human again. So if you're trying to help me, thank you very much. And if you're trying to hurt me, you're really doing quite a lot to help. And I love even those that want to put you down, can bring you so up and make you feel so good. And I do feel good. I do feel good because it's sunny. I'm going to go and see my mum. I'm going to go and eat some pineapple and take away the scratchiness from my throat. I think some people on here might get in contact with me and help. That's if I don't help myself and get a job, because, you know, I never thought of that. And I'm just lazy. And because I'm lazy and stupid, people don't tend to employ me. But maybe it's because I'm an idiot. Or because I'm crazy. What a wonderful way to be.
If you think I'm this,
Imagine all the possibilities. If the whole world was just like me.
love me.
Ooh, crazy. crazy.
I'm happy.
Everyone thinks I'm crazy, but I got a feeling deep inside that I'd like to be just like me. Crazy, 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 crazy. Why don't you set yourself free? Only
I love you so much.
we are. Matthew, Ava, Daddy loves you. All of the good people, all of the security services, I love you too. I'm not going to judge, because you love me. I know you love me. I know it. Come on.